demean perspective and all this other type of stuff. And what we have to understand is that the occultic information is not for us to hate humanity. It's not for us to hate our existence in terms of who we are. We are all here for a purpose. Okay, whether you like it or not, whether you think you was here by mistake or not, or you believe in the Gnostic concept that the gods tricked you into coming down here, or they trapped you in a body, you know, all of this is mythology, and you have to look through the mythology to really understand what's being said. And primarily the reason why you're here is for you to be the avatar. It's for you to be the savior of yourself, not of the world. Okay, not to be a messiah towards other people, but this is your personal journey. Okay, now one thing that we need to make clear of is that there are a lot of people who are new to this occultic information, and so they run with it by thinking that certain things that they do cosigns to this perception of polarity, being the concept of do what thou wilt. Okay, people think that do what thou wilt means that you do whatever you like, you do whatever you want, and that whatever you do that the society or other people might deem as evil is something righteous. Okay, and so people don't understand that within everything that you do, there must be a balance and there must be a form of order. Okay, this is where you're dealing with ma'at. So when you're dealing with the harmony of things and you're dealing with the balance of things, even chaos is order. Okay, even chaos is order. It's a principle of life, just like life and death. Okay, it's a principle of life. So what you have to understand is that when you're dealing with polarity, you're just dealing with two sides of the same coin. Okay, you're dealing with your left path and you're dealing with your right path. Okay, and what you have to do is that you have to learn how to be the balancer. Okay, you have to be the one to learn how to maneuver the light and the dark. You have to be the one to learn how to go through the darkness into the light. All right, not just stay in darkness and not just stay in the light. Okay, you are children of the light, but you are children of the light maneuvering yourself in the dark. You have people who say that they hate humanity, but then they want to save the animals. You know, they want to be the vegans and all that type of stuff. So they get into that type of mundane type stuff. But then I also see people who will co-sign the mental illness that Europeans have gave to them and will say that this is a form of polarity. For an example, when I come across certain posts and they say that, oh, you know, race doesn't matter. You know, who I want to mingle with, who I am generally doesn't matter because this is the humane perspective of seeing things, right? And you don't understand that when they say that there is only one race, the human race, they're right. When there's only one race, the human race, they are right, because the one race, the only race in this world, the only race in this world that can be absolutely identified as an actual race, as an actual set of people, are black people. We are the nine ether beings. We are the original people of this world. So yes, we classify as the human race. First, I have to love the reflection that I'm looking at and love what I'm looking at in the mirror before I can get into the deeper aspects of things. But people have not dealt with that shadow work. People call it shadow work, but shadow work is just looking at the man in the mirror. It's for you to have self-pride for yourself. It tells you in the Bible that you are supposed to love thy neighbor as thyself. But those are two laws in one. Because in order for you to love thy neighbor, to love your reflection, you first have to love yourself, loving who you are and who you was created to be. So this is what people call the heart chakra work, all right? Dealing with that shadow self. You know, things that you're ashamed of, you're supposed to embrace. So this is when you're going through da'at, you know, going through the dark side, you know, so walking through the valley of the shadow of death. What you have to do here is that you're supposed to love who you are and what you see in the mirror. Now, who you are, who we as black people, we're not supposed to be ashamed of who we are, but we have been conditioned to be ashamed of who we are.